Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Sumner Healy from landpioneer.com with a very special property out in Landers, California. Now, most of the lots we sell here are unimproved, raw, vacant land. In this case, this property has quite a few improvements. Very first thing we've got on this 5-acre lot is a paid and installed water meter with water lines already ran to the property. That's typically going to run you anywhere between like $20,000 and $30,000 to have that improvement made. The water meter alone is $15,000. So we've got that all hooked up. This property's got power on the northwest end of the property, so you don't need to run power lines. You've got that power line on the property line. And this has got 2 foundations on it, as well as an old homestead kind of cabin. Now, I'm not quite sure on the exact square footage of that homestead cabin. It looks like it's like maybe 100 square feet. It's not very big, but kind of a cool relic. Looks like it was built back in the 50s during the homestead era. This property's also got a nice chain fence around the actual little homestead cabin. Doesn't go around the perimeter of the full property, but does go around the actual little homestead cabin. You'll see me running some videos kind of as B-roll over these clips. These videos were taken 12/12/21, so exactly a day prior to me filming this. Now we're offering this lot for $95,000 cash, or you can finance it with $20,000 down. You're looking at 12% interest, ideally like a 5 to 7 year term on that. Now, if you're not familiar with Landers, it's kind of on the north end, just north of the town of Joshua Tree, one of the hottest markets out there by Joshua Tree. Properties out there have appreciated a little over 50% in the last 12 months. Kind of the boom town when it comes to the desert of California. It's a really popular spot, really cute, charming little neighborhood. And there's been some nice builds out there, a lot of Airbnb type properties in the area. So if you're looking for something like that, this has really got the bones to be a really good starting foundation. Started an Airbnb business out in Landers. It's a really strong market in terms of just demand for homesteads. For Airbnbs, my goodness, I keep on calling it homesteads. Now let's take a look on where this property is located on the map. So it's exactly 24 miles from the entrance of Joshua Tree National Park. You'll see this property is right up here in Landers. Got sweeping 360 views of mountains all around. So it's got really, really nice views from the property. Right off of Highway 247, so you got easy road access going north and south. 247 is going to be kind of like the main highway that you take. It's about 2 miles from the property. One of the really popular attractions out here, if you are building an Airbnb, is the Integratron. Integratron. It's a hard word to say. It's like a sound bath studio. It's one of the most popular attractions out in Landers. And it's just a few minutes away from this property. We can actually look up the exact distance. So it is exactly 3.2 miles from the property. And this brings a ton of traffic, a ton of demand to the area. I went to the Integratron and it was booked out months. I couldn't even get a spot there. It's that popular, bit world renowned. So if you got some really good local attractions by this property, most of the lots out in Landers are going to be anywhere from like 2.5 to 5 acres. That's going to be the typical size. This lot is 5 acres. There are some larger properties out there, but they're pretty rare. So this is what kind of on the bigger end of the spectrum for the typical lot size out in Landers. Gives you plenty of room to develop on. Again, you've got 2 foundations on it. One looks more usable than the other. One looks like it's pretty old, probably from an old homestead as well. There's a Homestead Act back in the 1950s when they were really pumping out, building these homesteads, and they give out free land. The government was giving out free land if you went and built on them. And so you got a lot of folks that were building these kind of tiny cabin-esque homesteads out in the area. Looks like a remaining foundation from that, but there is a more recent foundation on the property as well that's right next to the little cabin that's on it. That's really it. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward property. It's one of the nicest lots out in Landers when it comes to improvements. There's really nothing on the market that even compares to this currently. As always, if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to us directly. All of our information is on our website, thelandpioneer.com. Also included the link to view this listing in the description down below, or you can always comment on this video with any questions that you have. If you do want to visit this property in person, we always recommend grab the coordinates out of the listing. That'll take you directly to the property. This lot's got good road frontage right off of Dusty Mile Road or North Inca Trail. So you've got really, really easy road access out here. Roads are pretty well maintained, pretty smooth. You don't need four-wheel access to get out here. You don't even need a truck. I drove a Prius out here and had no problem. So it's pretty easy to get to. Yeah, I'm going to keep it short and sweet in this video. Guys, have any questions, please get in contact with me. Be happy to answer any of the questions that you might have. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.